Ziyaans on this side. Today we will be dealing with the division Gymnosperm, about one of the most evolved plants, but they are the ones who produce naked seeds, which means that their seeds are not enclosed in the fruit. We will be dealing about their alternation of generation as well, like the sporophyte phase and the gametophyte phase. We will be dealing with their cells as well, like the reproductive cells, that is what we call as the spores, the microspore, or that is what we call as the male cells, and the megaspores, that is what we call as the female cell. We'll be dealing with those things as well, and let's start. So we are dealing with the division Gymnosperm. Here we should know that the members of the Gymnosperm are evergreen shrubs or woody trees. Please do remember that the members of the Gymnosperm division are either they are evergreen shrubs or woody trees. Okay. Now, the most important characteristic we will be dealing will be called as the vascular tissues, or what we call as the vascular bundles. Here we do know that there are two different types of the vascular bundles. The water conducting vascular bundles are called as a xylem, whereas the food conducting vascular bundles are called as phloem. So here if I will be dealing with the xylem, there are specialized cells, or what we call as the fibers, they are called as the tracheids. And if I will be dealing with the phloem, there are specialized cells which are called as the sieve cells, which are responsible for the conduction of food. Here I should write for the responsible for the conduction of water. Please do remember these things as well. If I will be dealing with the flowers, yes, the flower will be present in the division Gymnosperm because they belong to the subkingdom Phanerogams, or what we call as the flower producing plants. They do produce seeds, but those seeds are naked. And if I am writing like about the naked seeds, which means they are not enclosed in the fruit. They are not enclosed in the fruit. Deal with the case. The seeds are not enclosed in the fruits in the Gymnosperm. Okay, about their body. So we do know that they show about the alternation of the generation, like sometime they the first phase of their life will be in the gametophytic phase, then they'll be shifting towards the sporophytic phase. But please do remember, in case of the Gymnosperm, the sporophyte phase is the dominant, which is differentiated into root, stem and the leaves. We'll be dealing with all of them one by one. So the first thing first, root. We do know that there are two types of roots, like either the tap root system or the adventitious root system. So the primary type of the root system is called as the tap root system. This is present in the Gymnosperm. And some of the members of the Gymnosperm, they show symbiotic associationship, which means their roots show symbiotic associationship. For example, cycas plant. The roots of the cycas show symbiotic associationship with the blue-green algae. Now what does this symbiotic associationship means? Basically, it is a type of the association in which both the partners get benefited. Please do remember this case as well. If I am dealing with the pinus, in case of the pinus, the roots of the pinus plant show symbiotic associationship with the endophytic fungus. With the endophytic fungus. Okay, done. Second thing, the stem. So here we have erect stem, which means like the straight, and that stem is aerial, which means the stem will be above the ground. Solid, yes, the stem will be solid, and we do know the shape will be like cylindrical. If you want to go for the cylindrical shape, you can go through like this pen is a cylindrical shape. Done? Okay. Okay. One of the important thing of Gymnosperm, do they show secondary growth or not? Basically, what does this secondary growth means? Whenever a plant grows, the first priority of the plant growth will be its vertical height. That is what we call as the primary growth. And if the plant is growing in the horizontal manner as well, which means like it's increasing its girth, that will be called as the secondary growth. Done? Okay. So here you do have secondary growth. What we call as the secondary growth is present because of the presence of a special tissue called as cambium. Because of the presence of the cambium, that is present. Okay, deal with. If the cambium is present, the plant will show secondary growth. If the cambium is absent, the plant will never show the secondary growth. Okay. Leaves. The leaves are dimorphic, which means like ultimately they will be having two different forms. They will be having two different forms. Either the foliage form or the scaly form. Either the foliage form or the scaly form. The first thing about the foliage leaf, they are green and their shape is like needle, which means like that they are the pinnate leaves, like ultimately like at the tip they will be having some needle like structure. So the leaves will be either the foliage or the scaly, and if I am dealing with the foliage leaf, that will be showing you the needle like structure and that will be green in color. If I am dealing with the scaly leaves, there will be small leaves and the color of the scaly leaves will be brown. Okay, the color of the scaly leaves will be brown. Now about the reproduction. So they will be reproducing on the basis of their spores, and basically we do know about like the microsporophyll and the megasporophyll. If I am dealing with the microsporophyll, that is responsible for the production of the male part, the male gamete, and if I am dealing with the megasporophyll, that is for the female. Deal with. Again, the spore formation, the male spores are secreted from the microsporophyll, whereas the female spores are from the megasporophyll. Hopefully this lecture is beneficial for you guys. Thank you very much for your support.